me a lie to keep me in line. You swear it's a sign, but it's the torture to rise. Uncover your eyes, see what's outside. Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I defy? And what if I could see you like I saw you the whole time? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Poison my mind. You'll never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if I go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. You can say anything you like. What if I believed you? What if I could? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you got who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the right. I saw you standing over there. You stole my love, girl, it isn't fair. And I see you, where you move just gets me high. Ignites my flame, sets me into overdrive, sets me into overdrive.
Welcome to Whiskey Oval _at TV as qualifying is underway. Zach is on the top of the charts as of right now at a 10.209. For race number 5, we're at Kokomo Speedway for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. 410 sprint cars. All this action, Slide Job City here at Kokomo. Corey T. Bragg Jr. says, let's see some slide jobs. I'm down. I'm ready for it. Race number 5 is upon us here at Kokomo Speedway. The man that is leading the NODAK point standings as of right now is going to be Josh Hofer. Josh qualified there in that 10th spot. So decent qualifying run for that number 94 machine. Sean Brown is sitting second place in points. Sean Brown is sitting 11th place out there in Kokomo there on the qualifying charts with a 10.592. You have Clayton Tilley, Carlin Cure, and then Daniel Boyd. That's going to round out the top 5. All the top 5s are spread only by 28 points. So very tight points battle going into race number 5. But Zach, man, that 10.209, that's pretty quick. That's how everything's going to fall into place when we hit the track here in just about roughly 20 seconds. A little bit of race info here at Kokomo Speedway. Everybody likes this track. Some, I guess not everybody. I like it. I like it in 305s. 305 sprint cars, this track is pretty fun. 0.25 miles. That's all they have. Smallest track out here on iRacing.com is Kokomo Speedway. Temperature 63 degrees, altitude 830 feet. Just got done Lima Land. 0.33 mile racetrack there at Lima Land. Kokomo beats it. Quarter mile racetrack. Very, very wide. As drivers start taking the field, I'll get the engine volumes up. We'll get everything settled on in. Get this music off. Royalty-free music, man. It's pretty brutal sometimes. And here's a race grid. As Zach and Jason, they're going to make up that front row. Zach with the SSR Elite Sim Racing, the 07 machine. And Jason Randolph, the Firm Motorsports Squad, the 47. Zach just came off of a very, very big win at a Knoxville National Race, a 3-day event. Zach ran away with it there in the A main show. That was in 360s, though. We're going to drive some 410s here tonight. Tyler Wilson with Wide Open Motorsports will have his teammate Patrick Spangler right there to his outside. The number 10 machine, Mr. Patrick Spangler, is going to be running. Clayton Tilley, Momentum Sim Sports driver from the Land Down Under. He'll be in that 51 car. Then Matthew Croak with Phantom Motorsports, the 02 car, will be making that 6th place start. Terrell Wheeler with Bandit Motorsports 43, and that's going to round out the field for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Thanks to those sponsors up there in the top right-hand corner. Jordan Etter says, let's go SSR. Kind of big presence here. Man, you want to start off your heat race good, though, too. Top 3 will be advancing. Lots of drivers in this race here tonight. 7-car heat races. Stack them up, back them up. How will race number 1 unfold? And here we go. Under green flag racing, we'll all find out. Jason's going to be leading this thing on lap 3 as they barrel down into the turn at number 3. Jason Randolph holding second place as of right now, side by side. Matthew Croak and Patrick Spangler. Matthew gets the best of him as of right now. Patrick Spangler outside looking in right now there in the number 10 machine. Has all sorts of pressure with Clayton Tilley on his back Nerf bar. Clayton Tilley outside looking in. Speed shot 51 there on that top wing of his. Inside the cockpit, ripping the boards up there on the high and scary side, trying to get around Patrick Spangler. Clayton Tilley trying to make moves up there on the high side. Spangler loses it. Lap 7 of 10 now, down the back stretch and back down into turn at number 3. Jason Randolph is slowly starting to get caught up on him. Matthew and Clayton, they're going to absolute war with each other. And Clayton loses it. Jason Randolph loses it. Big time moment for the guy that was sitting in P2. So right now, Matthew holds second place. And he's out of gas. Matthew ran out of gas on the last lap. Clayton Tilley, a little bit of luck, but plenty of speed in that car. He's going to be in second place. Patrick Spangler, talk about luck for this driver. He's going to finish there in the 3rd spot. And Jason Randolph, P4. What a race. Matthew, man, he was choking that engine. Absolutely no gas. Probably forgot to change up a setup out of qualifying. Maybe he didn't. He just didn't add enough gas. Always want to run as little bit of a gas as possible. Man, that's going to make things a little bit harder for him throughout the night now. White flag waved. He was in second place. As we get things ready to rock and roll for heat race number 2 now. And here's a grid. Carlin Kieran, the number 7 machine, driving out of Carolina. He'll be on the top pole. Andy Hauser on the outside of the front row with the 013 car. Jason Hofer, the driver that is leading the points series right now. FSI Motorsports driver, the number 94 car. He'll be starting there in the 3rd spot. Jamie McCarran, driver from Atlanta down under. See McCarran in a lot of leagues, man. Always fast, too. Always fast. He'll be starting on the outside of the 2nd row. Craig will be starting P5. Then Richard Bates will be rounding out the field there in the 6 spots. Top 3 drivers will advance. We'll see how it all shakes out. Pace truck goes off the racetrack. These drivers will try to slowly work around turns 3 and 4. We'll try to watch some slide job action here in Heat Race 2. 10-lapper around Kokomo. Andy Hauser, Josh Hofer, their nose to tail right now, all 1, 2, and 3. Jamie McCarran is P4 right now as Josh Hofer, our points leader, smashes the outside wall. McCarran was able to close up the gap just a slight bit. There's a gap up there on your screen right now. The number 7 machine has a 0.3 second gap over second place of Andy Hauser. Andy trying to do everything he can to catch up to that back Nerf bar of that number 7 machine. Here's the inside look out of the visor cam. Right rear tire as close as that outside wall as you possibly can, the letter E. Laps wind down. Jamie McCarron still P4. Craig's 5th. And then Richard Bates looks like he just got a little loose. He's back under power, though. He's rounding out the fill as we work lap 8 of 10 back up front. We try to watch these top two guys go to war with each other. As of right now, the 7 machine of Cure has a top spot and not looking back whatsoever. Everything just kind of single filed out. One more time around Kokomo. Last transfer spot. This driver has it right here. The number 50 or 94 machine. And a checkered flag waves for the number 7 car. Jamie McCarron outside looking in. He'll be the first car outside of the bubble, so he'll have to work through the lower mains to get up to the Mac Daddy Show. Craig and Richard Bates as well. That's heat race number 2. Not a lot of action in that one. Little disappointed. It was a good race. There was just no cool wrecks. Corey says, can you play Thunderstruck before the feature? I don't think I can, man. I don't think Zuckerberg will let me. He'll probably take down my video. Heat race number 3. We're rolling right along here. Here's a grid. 6 cars in this one. Kenny Hoffman with Elite Sim Racing, the number 1 machine. He'll be on pole with Phil, the driver that puts all the stuff on. The NODAK Outlaw Sim League, he'll be on the outside, and what a great job Phil does. Sean Brown, driver from Canada, the number 9 machine. He'll be starting in 3rd place. Noel Anderson with R&R Inc. Esports, number 64 machine, starting out or making out the outside of the 2nd row. Steven Freeberg, 29 machine, will be making up P5, and then Adam Thomas, the 244 car. He's from the West. That's it. And here we go. A little bit of shimmy and shimmy down to turn number 1. And we have a colossal back here. As Kenny Hoffman shoots out like a rocket, no one else does, and there's 2 cars out in the pits. Sean Brown and Phil. So everything's kind of strung out. Here's a replay really quick. We'll try to see what happened as they barrel down into turn 1. Oh, man. You guys can make the call on that. Back to live mode, back to race mode we go. Kenny Hoffman is going to be our race leader. Maybe. Kenny Hoffman's going to come out and win that thing. Program completely froze up on me, so we completely missed heat race number 3. But here's a heat results: Kenny Hoffman, Noel, and Steven Frenberg. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Adam Thomas, Sean Brown, and Phil is going to be on the outside looking in. Apologize about that. Heat race number 4. As drivers start rolling out, we'll get ready for heat race number 4. We'll see if we can get a little bit of a cleaner start here in this heat race as Colby with FSI Motorsports. A lot of those drivers here tonight. The number 30 machine will be on pole with Josh, the Verm Motorsports driver. The 05 will be making up the outside of the front row. Sam J. Price, another FSI Motorsports driver, number 19. We'll be starting there in the 3rd spot. And you have Trey, driver out of Illinois, a 44 car. We make up the 4th. And Brady Roderick with R&R Inc. Esports, a double deuce machine. Be that P5 spot. And then Mike Sorum, a 69 car. The crazy looking paint scheme for that driver. So we get things ready to rock and roll. Stand on the gas pedal, Colby, and here we go. Let's shimmy and shive down to turn 1 and see how the dominoes fall for this one. Everything's solid right now, side by side for this 3rd spot. Trey, the 44 car, that little bit of green there on his car, is trying to get underneath of Josh. There he goes down to turn 3. Will he slide it up? No, he won't. Leaves one groove out there for Josh. And this driver right here, outside looking in, he needs to find a little bit of speed. Put that right rear tire next to that outside wall, and he gets a little loose. 410 sprint cars, they got lots of power in these things. As Colby completely runs away with this thing as of right now. There's a gap up there on the screen, a 1.8 a second gap. Brady Roderick and Sam J. Price, they just swap spots real quick. Then now Price is starting to slowly fall back. Mike Sorum rounding out the race field. Sheer Salon there in the number 69 machine. Back up front we go, though. Lap 7 of 10. Colby wants to see all green flag racing. Actually, just no wrecks because there's no yellow flags in these heat races. Side by side for P2. Josh and Trey, a little bit of contact and a little bit more contact this time by. Josh trying to hold off Trey as of right now for that 2nd spot. These two drivers are into the show as of right now. They just hold their spot. White flag is going to wave last time by down the back straightaway and into turn at number 1. They go. Colby with a 5.9 second lead. Trey gets loose coming out of 2. Gets back onto the gas pedal. Can he hold off the thundering herd of Brady Roderick to the line? And Brady Roderick, the double deuce machine, is looking like he got that last spot. We'll see what the final results show. And final results show that Brady Roderick is into the show. The last spot. 0.714. And then Trey, a 7.97. 0.70 is all it took. Man, got loose out of turn 2 on the white flag. Got back under power down the backstretch and just need a little bit coming out of 4. C main event. That's how the drivers are going to line up. Jason Randolph, the Firm Motorsports driver, 47, will be on pole with Adam Thompson, 244 car on the outside. Wheeler, the 43 car, Bandit Motorsports be 3rd, and Sean Brown 4th. Matthew Krogh, Phantom Motorsports 5th. Nia Phil, the number 14 machine, be starting there in the 6th spot. Alex Hanna says, let's go at FSI. I'm a big fan of that TikTok, Alex. Great job on it. So we get ready for the C main event. Top 3 drivers advance. Only 10 laps. Same thing just like the heat races. Phil qualified good, man. Outside of the front row there in his heat race. He just got, I don't know if he got taken out or if he came down. I don't know. I'm just a broadcaster, but he'll have a lot of work to do back here. He's starting there in the last spot of the C main. But he qualified well, so he definitely has speed. See what happens with him as a green flag waves, and here we go. Back under power. 42 machine tail of a Wheeler down to this thing early on. And Phil, there he goes, up to 3rd place already. Stay next to the high side. He smashes the outside wall. Adam Thompson almost took advantage of it, but not quite, though. Matthew Croak, Adam Thompson all over the back bumper of the 14 machine as they barrel down into turn number 3. Jason Randolph is going to be our race leader right now with Sean Brown in second place. Those two drivers completely pulled away from the race field. Third place, Phil Still. Then you have Matthew Croak. Then you have Adam Thompson. Then you have Wheeler. He's out of this race and into the pits with that lap 1 incident. So outside shot, there's our race leaders, and there's a gap all the way back to Phil. But, man, Sean Brown looks like he has a little bit of speed in that number 9 car. 11.2, 10.8 fast time for Sean Brown. Down the backstretch into 3, and Mr. Brown is on the way to the back bumper of Jason Randolph. Lap 7 of 10 now. Closing the gap lap by lap. Sean Brown is running faster and faster lap times. Down to turn 3, slide job for the race lead coming out of 4. Sean Brown, the number 9, is our new race leader with 3 laps to go. Jason Randolph trying to get that machine gathered back up. He looks down to the bottom side. Not much there for him, though. Down the back stretch and back into turn number 3. That's how they're going to fall. 1, 2. Phil still holding third place. Matthew Croak trying to reel him in now. Phil, 11.5 last lap. Matthew Croak, 11.6. As Sean Brown just sets another quick time. But look at Matthew Croak, though. 11.4 last lap. Last time in turns 3 and 4, top 3 advancers. And Matthew Croak outside looking in, all sorts of speed. Beat Phil's last times, those last 2 laps. Just needed maybe one more lap for that driver. So we move right along to the B main event. Jamie McCarron, the number 2 machine driver from the land down under, will be our pole sitter there in number 2 car. Trey from Illinois, a 44 car, will be on the outside of Mr. McCarron. You have Craig in the 00 car, will be starting there in third, and it's Sam J. Price, FSI Motorsports. Be starting there in the 4th place. Richard Bates 5th, Mike Sorum 6th place, and Tyler Wilson will be there in the 7th place, rounding out the field. The exact same format. Top 3 drivers advance out of the B main to the Mac Daddy show. We'll see how everything battles out here. It looks like Slide Job City is slowly coming upon us now. Stack them up, back them up. 10 laps around Kokomo Speedway. Jamie McCarron back on the gas pedal, and here we go. Look at Trey, wants the lead down into turn number 1, and not quite. McCarron's going to power right off. Sam J. Price holds down P2 right now. Craig slides it up to the outside wall. He taps the outside wall not once but twice. It's Sam J. Price. Sorry, that was Richard Bates that got a 2-for-1 dinner deal. And they are crashing back there. Mike Sorum trying to get back under power. Back up front we go, though. Top 3 drivers advance, and you can throw a blanket over the top 3 right now as McCarron's up next to the outside boards leading this thing. Trey just ran the quickest lap time of the race. He's going to try to slide up in front of McCarron. McCarron with the slide, with the crossover. Down into turn at number 3. McCarron slides it right to the middle side, but the 44 car is not scared to go to the outside lane, and he's going to hit the wall. You have Sam J. Price, an FSI Motorsports driver, in that number 19 machine, just kind of waiting and buying his time. He goes down to the bottom side, and leaders get crashed. Leaders get crashed. Jamie and Craig, they both take each other out. And on lap 6 of 10, Trey's upside down. McCarron's back here in the 6th spot. Merry Christmas, Mike Sorum. And more contacts being made out there in the B main show. Mike Sorum's inside the show right now. They're in the number 69 machine with Shears Salon up there on the top wing. A big-time sponsor for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Richard Bates outside looking in. A lap and a half to go for the field. And this driver right here, he's going to take home the checker flag if he can come out of turn 4 nice and clean. An FSI Motorsports driver, Sam J. Price, coming out of turn 4 now with the checker flag in hands. Congratulations, Sam J. Price. Tyler Wilson is going to be coming home in P2. And Mike Sorum back in P3. He'll be going to the Mac Daddy Show. Jamie McCarron, what a tough break. You have Richard Bates, Trey, and Craig. Their nights will be done. Thank you guys for tuning in here to Wisco_TV. It's much appreciated. We're live on all 3 channels now, Facebook, YouTube, and then I just fired up the old Twitch channel. We'll see how that goes. Don't know if I'll stick with it or not. Maybe so. There's a lot of platforms to keep up with, though. As drivers get things warmed up, get their open setups fixed up, dialed in these 410 sprints. 24 cars will be making the start, I do believe. Man, B-Man got a little crazy. Points right now as they show. Josh Hofer's our... Nope, sorry, wrong list. There we go. Josh Hofer still our point standing for the NODAK. After that, Clayton Tilley is going to be there in the 2nd spot in points. Sorry, Josh Hofer P1, Sean Brown 2nd place, Clayton Tilley is going to be 3rd. Carlin Cura and then Daniel Boyd, that's going to be the top 5. Sean Brown out there the 4th fastest right now. Cure's out there, he is fifth fastest. This checker flag will wave soon. We'll be going A main racing. Gonna do something with my things here, so hang tight. I'm gonna click this button, then I'm gonna do I'm gonna like click these buttons here and see if that works out a little bit. Maybe not. Probably won't. Probably mess everything up. But we'll give it a shot. Zach coming off a big win. National Auto Racing Club, Knoxville Nationals, 360s. Now the old 7 car. Ran away with it in the A main show. Very slicked up track. Regardless, Zach capture the checkered flag. See what he can do here in the 410 sprints. He's been on a pretty good hot streak lately. And let's get things rocking and rolling for the Mac Daddy Show for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. The driver that's going to be on pole and going to continue his hot streak right now with SSR Elite Sim Racing. That's going to be Mr. Zach, the 07 car. Carlin Cure, the outside of the front row. Kenny Hoffman is going to be there in P2. Sorry, Kenny Hoffman is going to make up the 2nd row. I'm trying to read one thing and say another thing. Kenny Hoffman making up the 2nd row. Colby with FSI Motorsports will be starting in that 4th spot. Clayton Tilley making up the 3rd row with Andy Hauser to the outside of the 3rd row. In that 4th row is going to be Nolan Anderson with R&R Inc. Esports, the 64 car, and then Josh Van Manen, the 05 car, the Firm Motorsports driver. Patrick Spangler, Wide Open Motorsports driver, will be starting there in 9th place, and Josh Hofer, 10. Steven Frenberg, and then Brady Roderick, 11th and 12th spot. That's halfway through. Sean Brown from Canada, the 13th place. Sam J. Price, 14th. Jason Randolph, Tyler Wilson, Phil, and then Mike Sorum are rounding out the race field. main racing time for race number 5 for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. We'll see how things break out, see how the dominoes fall. Back under green flag, and here we go. A main racing time. See just how short these cars are, and everybody elbows out racing, 3 wide, multiple rows deep, side by side racing, multiple rows deep as well. 64 car just pops a wheelie down the back stretch. And my goodness, do not know how we have not added caution yet. Everybody is stacking up fast. Breaking down the race field, here it is, SSR Elite Sim Racing driver of Zach. The 07 car hits the outside wall, and he's going to lose the race lead. Garland to the point now, and Zach is still all under control, and he loses it. Yellow flag waves for the 7 machine, and he may have something broke on that 410 sprint car. Pace truck is out. I think he does. He'll have to go straight to the pit, see if he can get a quick repair. He may just be out of this race. Man, what a tough break. Leading, and then lap 6 hits the outside wall, breaks a tire. Check this action out, man. He just gets glued to the outside wall, and he hits the outside wall quite hard. Good heads-up racing by Cure. Rocket Racing setups. Man, he's still out on the outside wall. And watch this. He just cannot get it back under power. Back to live mode, back to race mode. We're already off to a hot start. Cure, Colby, 1-2 right now. They're side by side for the race point. Down into turn 3, coming out of turn 4, leading lap number 8. Leading lap number 8 is going to be the 7 machine. Oh, sorry, Colby's going to lead. Cure falls back to 2. Kenny Hoffman up to P3. Andy Hauser there in the 4th spot. And Clayton Tilley rounding out the top 5. A lot better restart this time by. Everybody's starting to spread out now. And Colby is working on the bottom side of the racetrack as everybody else fights for the same real estate up there on next to the outside boards. But Colby says, I do not want any part of that outside wall. He's going to stick to the inside wall now. Or to the inside lane. Do not hit those tractor tires. And that's the tail end of the race field here on the nose cam of our race leader. Lap 12 of 30. Kind of a short A main show for these 410 sprints at this short of a racetrack. Now we all call Kokomo Speedway. Kenny Hoffman back to P4 now. He lost a spot since the initial green flag. Yellow flag is going to wave out there on the speedway. Andy Hauser is going to be 5th place. Josh Hofer, our points leader, is going to be running there in 6th place right now. Sean Brown is sitting in P2 in points, only 12 points behind Josh Hofer. And right now, Sean is being scored there in 10th place. So back up under caution on lap 13, 2 laps shy of our halfway point. This is what happened. Patrick Spangler, no front wing on this thing. And that's what caused it. We're going to stack them up, back them up. We'll see exactly what happens. Jump right inside the cockpit of Kenny Hoffman here. Outside of the front row. We'll see what Hoffman can do. Back under green. See, Tilley goes straight to the outside wall. Colby is still out there on the bottom side part of the racetrack. Our race leader. side by side coming out of this corner. Down to turn number 3 and 4 now. Colby trying to hold on to the race lead. Can he do it? And that bottom side might be going away for race leader now, as Carlin is still hanging it all out to dry on the high side. And Clayton Tilley just has absolutely nowhere to go there in that number 51 car, trying to find a way around both of these drivers. Right now, just has looks like he has a roadblock there in front of him. Inside the visor cam, working lap 18 of 30. Only 5 minutes and 34 seconds into the show. Josh Hofer, our points leader for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. He's being scored back in 9th place. Sean Brown being scored in 2nd place in points. Only 12 points separate those two. Right now, Sean is trying to get into the top 5 around Andy Hauser. 10 laps to go around Kokomo Speedway. That's all these drivers have. And we are still swapping for the top to the top spot. And lap traffic is coming into play, boys. Gonna have to slice and dice through this stuff. 3 wide racing down into turn at number 1. And Colby gets stacked up down on the bottom side. Your caution is gonna wave. Everybody going back down to the bottom side, and I think Colby got collected in that mess. He may have barely squeaked away from it. We'll see. There's Patrick Spangler. And there's our race leader, the all-black machine behind him. Look at Colby try to squeak right through there. Has one lane, and he made it fit. Caution laps go fast, so the 30 machine some way, somehow is making this thing work. Back under green flag. Eight laps to go this time by as they barrel down into turn at number 3. You pick your weapon. You want the high side or the bottom side. Clayton Tilley made contact with Kenny Hoffman. Those two drivers almost lost it. 3 wide coming out of turn 2 now. Down the backstretch, they all barrel down into turn number 3. Sean Brown trying to make something happen. Brown, he wants a points lead going into race at number 6. Will he do it here? Yellow flag back out. Tyler Wilson's being showed he pulled that thing into the pits. See what happened to Mr. Wilson. No front wing on that thing either. Man, just gets stuck on that thing. Tries to get off, just can't. Went straight to the pit so as fast as he possibly could. We'll see if these drivers will do a single file restart. Looks like they will. Caution lights will go off on the pace truck this time by. Pull off there on the middle part of the backstretch. It'll be green, a flag of racing for 6 laps around this place. All sorts of storylines here tonight. Points. Our race leader, Zach. These top 2 drivers slowing up the field big time for Colby. Back under green flag. He smashes the gas pedal, and they're going to barrel down into turn at number 1. Can Kira do anything to that high side? Big run down the backstretch into turn 3. 5 laps this time by. Kira letting it all hang out. Right rear tires next to the outside boards out there on the high and scary side. Clayton Tilley, all sorts of speed there in that speed jump 51 car. Man, he just needs to close up little by little. He needs all green flags. Sean Brown, 2nd in points. He might be coming out of this thing as our points leader. Andy Hauser, P5. Kenny Hoffman, 6th place. Josh Hofer, Liam Josh, and then Sam J. Price and Brady Roderick rounding out the top 10. 2 laps to go. And here's our top 3 in one shot. Cure just trying to figure out something there on the high side. But Colby doing one heck of a job down there on the bottom. White, the flag in the flagman's hand. He's going to show it to the race field one more time around Kokomo. And we may catch it back in of the field down into turn 3 and 4 last time. Cure hits the outside wall. That doesn't care because Colby is going to capture the checker flag here at Kokomo Speedway. Fireworks shoot off for the 18-car field for the 410 sprint cars. Clayton Tilley's going to finish there in 3rd. Sean Brown 4th. Kenny Hoffman 5th place for a top 5. Andy Hauser, Josh Hofer, Sam J. Price, and Brady Roderick rounding out the top 10. That's some sponsorship right there. He just parks that thing right in front of the camera. We'll jump right into the Discord, see if we can talk to the top 3 drivers. Only about 4, maybe 5 caution flags. But Colby, he moved up 3 spots in the Mac Daddy show. Cure started in 2nd place and finished in P2. Clayton Tilley moved up 2. Sean Brown moving up 9 spots. Here's the official hard charger. Sean Brown moving up 9 spots to finish there in that 4th spot. Kenny Hoffman lost 2. Andy Hauser didn't lose any, or he didn't gain any. Started 6th, finished 6th. Sam J. Price back there in 9th place moved up 5. They lined up for the classic iRacing photo shoot for the top 3. Now 30 laps. That's how things are going to fall. And the guy that's going to finish in 3rd place is going to be Clayton Tilley. And Clayton, how was it out there, man?
We were on struggle straight tonight. We had a really fast car, but just having problems with our wheel. I got no force feedback on my Logitech, so kind of just, struggling to stay out of the wall, let alone finish 3rd.
Yeah, man, we've seen a lot of drivers hit the outside wall, man, and with no force feedback, that machine of yours definitely had a lot of speed here tonight. I think there was one point in the race I thought you was about to pass both of them for the race lead, but man, it's quite hard to pass people here on this short of a track.
Yeah, it's hard enough as it is. I'm passing on this track when the track goes slick like that, but I already tried it throughout the heat races and throughout qualifying. The second I took it off the top, the force feedback would just about make me spin out, being that there's none of it. So I had to stay on the top there and just hope that Carlin moved down or something happened to him. But yeah, he obviously held on pretty well there. So I thought if I could get past Carlin, I could probably get Colby, but yeah, it just didn't work out.
Well, at the end of the night, man, you're going to finish in this last podium spot, this P3 spot. So a very, very good run for you and the Momentum Sim Sports squad. You got any shout-outs that you would like to give?
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to thank all the boys at Momentum and all our valuable sponsors, speedshop51.com for e-setups, Vanderpool Construction, Racecraft Simulation, Juiced Energy, all the other guys that chip in everything dirt, CT Designs, Verdict Clothing, Ultimate Dirt TV, Arcade Cinematography, obviously you've put on the broadcast, and Phil and Mike for the league and everyone else that chips in. And we're just here to get points and keep putting them away and hopefully take that championship.
Much appreciated, Clayton. And man, we'll hopefully get to see you race next Sunday.
Absolutely. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, brother. Clayton finishing there in that 3rd spot. But the man that's going to finish in P2 is going to be Carlin. And man, you ran 2nd place a lot here tonight. You started here in P2, and man, you put that right rear tire next to the boards all night long.
Yeah, I don't really know how to run the bottom here like Colby does. He's way too good at it. And I mean, usually this track is pretty much topside dominant, but Colby got it working down there tonight.
Uh, did you want to try the bottom whatsoever, or you just was just gonna let it hang out?
Well, yeah, that last 10 laps, I was like, I should probably try this bottom, but I know if I did, I would lose it to Clayton. I just thought keep it safe and run up top where I'm comfortable.
You came into race number 5 here at Kokomo Speedway, fourth in points, 24 backs behind our race leader. You finished in front of all those drivers there in front of you here tonight, man. So you definitely made some very good points here.
Yeah, hopefully we can make a good run at the championship here at the end of the season and have a good shot at first place.
Very cool, man. Hey, congratulations at P2. You got any shout outs that you like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Rocket Racing Setups, Rocket Racing Graphics, Carolina BG Products, and the mechanics of Locust, North Carolina.
Very cool, man. We'll talk to you next Sunday.
Yep, thank you.
Kira with that P2 run. But the driver that's going to win it down on the bottom side is going to be Colby. And man, what a run you had in that number 30 machine.
Yeah, it was just hooked up. I mean, I've been, even the officials, this week, I've the joke is, oh, Colby, he's gonna run the bottom, and it's like I'm not gonna run the top. I'm way too hooked up on the bottom. I'm way too comfortable down there, and lap traffic, once you hit it, it gets a little hairy, but it was a good race. Everyone did a good job. Everybody here at NODAK, does an awesome job as far as admin goes. Whiskey Oval, you guys are great.
Man, with about 10 laps to go, you caught the tail end of the race, Phil, and I think they got tangled up right there in front of you, and you barely squeaked by.
I barely squeaked by. I saw him. I think that was getting out of 4, and a little bit of, I think, getting out of 2 also. I see him get a little squirrely, and I try to just hug the bottom as best as I can to make sure I keep the nose clean. But I've never been so happy to see a yellow. I'm not even lying.
Man, you came in a race number 5 here at Kokomo, 7th in points. You're 37 points behind Josh before tonight, but bringing out the checker flag, man, you definitely closed up the points gap.
That's Hofer, right? Josh Hofer.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish him the best too. He's a part of FSI as well, and this is a team effort. That's what this whole deal is all about. So we're here to make sure that that we're here for each other. We help each other out. I missed last week and had some other stuff come up, but I'm glad to see him doing well. I'm glad to see Andrew Hauser, another FSI guy, doing well as well. So it was a good night for us.
Very cool, man. You got any shout-outs that you like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank ABR Setup Shop, Alex Bergeron. He does a hell of a job. He puts in a lot of work, a lot of effort to make these cars, quick for me and my guys. FSI Motorsports, My Race Pass. I'm definitely forgetting some. I'm kind of at a loss of words, man. I mean, those are the main guys though that help kind of run this thing, and push us along. I'd also like to give a shout out to Sonic in South Carolina, Andrew Hauser. He helps out a ton, and I can't do it without them.
Very cool, man. Well, man, what a great run you had here tonight. You was the only car in probably the top 10 that was running the bottom side, and some way, somehow, Colby, you made it work. So great job. Congratulations to you and the FSI Motorsports squad, and congratulations to the checkered flag here tonight. So, man, we'll see you next Sunday for race number 6, and good luck for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. Colby with the P1 top spot. What a race here tonight, folks. Top 5. We had some pretty good heat races. We had a race leader, Zach, man. Hit the outside wall of lap number 6. He tore that machine all up. He finished there in 18th spot. So that's going to do it here tonight. For me, for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League, for WhiskeyOval_TV, much appreciated XSLR Cross Series Racing League. Go check them out on Facebook if you have not yet. They race all sorts of series. Or sorry, all sorts of cars. XSLR is an esports racing league that features all 4 driving disciplines available in iRacing. Drivers from around the world in road, dirt oval, asphalt oval, and dirt road events, all vying for the top spot in the championship. Next season starts soon, and rookies and veterans alike are welcome to join. Visit more at xslrracing.com. Shears Salon, not saloon. I said saloon last week. Some old school Wild Wild West stuff. Much appreciated them and Bug Kickers up there in the top right. Thank you all for tuning in here to Wisco_TV. We'll be back live, I think Wednesday. National Racing Club, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're season-ending race for that squad. I just shared a post that they are about to accept applications for that league, for that whole community there. So you guys are looking for a good league. Even if you're a rookie or veteran, whatever. They got iRacing camps on stuff. They have open stuff. It's awesome. So make sure you go check out my Facebook page on for that. I did start my Twitch channel. I don't know how to really work Twitch, but I'm live on there. So now I'm live on all 3 platforms. Congratulations to everybody here tonight. Thank you to the drivers for putting on a great show. Thanks for all the likes, shares, and comments. Much appreciated. We'll catch you guys soon. Everyone, please take care. Stay safe. And here's the final results up there on your screen. One last time. I don't even think I showed them. There they are. Point standings will be updated here soon. Whenever Phil, the 14 machine, gets the points updated. And man, points battle is going to be pretty close when we go into race number 6. Eldora next week for the 410 cars. And that's it. I'm signing off. Thank you all for tuning in. Please take care. Stay safe. Enjoy some iRacing.com. Be a nice person. There's a lot of mean people in the world for the year 2021 for some reason. Try not to be one of them. Sean Brown with the Hard Charger Award, finishing there in the 4th spot. Till next time, everyone, please take care.